Hello, this is wmpyr. For today's lesson, I am going to decode the Heaven6 technique. I'm going to try to do it as traditional as possible and leave out my own evolutions. Okay, so the Heaven6, the first thing is you learn it with the sticks, and you're going to be doing this kind of motion with the sticks. And then from there, once you get comfortable, you're going to go to training knives. The easiest I think to do is double training knife and do the same thing like so. Now after that, I think what a lot of people go to is now like double machete, okay? Something along those lines. Now, do they go empty hand? I don't really see it so much. I think it's important. I teach it. I feel like it'll help your sticks and your knife work. So for me, it's big. But traditionally, not so much, I think, okay? So now, you could basically use the Heaven6 offensively and defensively. So offensively, you don't really need to decode it. It's pretty much just go ahead and do it, right? So no decoding required. Now defensively, we have to decode it. Why? Because this is what was taught to me. Okay, when I first learned this, the guy is attacking me over here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that takes me to halfway, and then 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that completes the Heaven6. So that is what was taught to me. All right. The reason why we need to decode this is because if you try to do this in a real life situation, it's not going to happen. So you can't do what you practice in the dojo and literally try to apply it in a real situation. You're going to find out that it doesn't work, okay? And it doesn't mean that the technique is bad. It just means that now decoding is necessary, okay? So now let's go ahead and do that, all right? So in other words, you can't do a literal translation. Do it in the training and try to do that in real life exactly the same. That's not going to happen, okay? So the first thing is you could do it inside and you could do it outside over here. If you do it outside over here, it's pretty much the same thing. It's 1, 2, and then 3 hits directly, and that takes us halfway. 4, 5, 6, okay? So you could go inside and outside. Now, what's important to know about that through experience and through full contact sparring that I could tell you is that being on the outside is what we want. This is desirable, okay? This is more desirable than being right here on the inside because boom, boom, plus their legs, headbutts. So out here, it's a little bit more safer. So I want to be on the outside, ideally. The thing is, and this is what's super important because I see a lot of instructors do teach that. They do teach, yeah, be on the outside. What they're missing is that it's very difficult to do. Even if you do catch them, like you slip and you're here on the outside, it only lasts a split second. They immediately recover and now you're back to here. So that's what's not told. So more than likely you're going to be here. So the probability is much higher here, but this is what we want. So you got to keep that in mind. You can't just train just this because then you're missing out on this great opportunity. And you can't just do this saying this is what I want and then you're going to be unrealistic because this is what's probably going to happen where you're on the inside. Okay, so that's a very valuable lesson right there. And we haven't even really gotten into the Heaven6 yet. So next is the way we do this is, like I said, they're attacking me. I'm going 1 and 2. Number 3 is to the neck, right? That's kind of the way that it was taught to me. So 1, 2, boom, right here. This can be a strike right here, number 1, and then number 2 can be a strike, and then boom. That's the way it's normally taught, traditionally taught, okay? So what can we get out of that, right? So 1, 2, boom. For me, that is attack the arms before going to the head and the body here, okay? So that kind of makes sense. This is closer of a target. Go here. It'll open opportunities to then get here. So don't immediately try to start going here saying work your way in. I think that's a very reasonable, logical explanation there. Another thing is we go 1, 2, 3, and then we go 4, 5, 6, okay? So what's up with the 4, 5, 6? It's all to the body here. And I think what that means is once you go 1, 2, 3, and then we go 4, 5, 6, it means don't stop. Be committed. 4, 5, 6. You know, just if you're going to do it, then do it. And do it till it's done. I think that's the message right there. Okay. So now the next thing is, let's go to here. 1, 2, and then it's 3, right? So in other words, 1, 2 go together. And I feel like before we even go into 3, just the 1, 2 right there, because 1, 2 is together, they're telling you that in a real life situation, if this dude is attacking me, whether it's a punch or he's swinging a knife at me, this is very fast. So that's why they're not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 6 strikes on the arm, because that's super unrealistic. So what they're doing here is this 1 and 2, which is teaching you that this attack is going to be very fast. Therefore, you need to make your defense just as fast too. So from right there, I go like this. This is my 1 and 2 together. Notice it's one motion, and I'm just going like this. So that's my 1 and 2. Okay, if I do it this way, then boom, it's like this. So right here and right here. See, that's 1 and 2 together. Boom and boom. 1, 2, but it's that fast, because this is going to be that fast. So I need to be able to be that fast. So that's my 1, 2 together. So I think that is also a very, very extremely important lesson to help make your Heaven 6 much more realistic there. Okay. So boom, boom right here. And now we go over here to the neck. And then we have the 4, 5, and 6, like so. So anyway, that's it for now. That's, to me, a good point. From here, I evolved the Heaven 6 further, but that's me. Okay, so traditionally, I feel like this is the decoding that you're supposed to get out of it. But I think a lot of people kind of shy away from it. And I do still see a lot of people teaching this, boom, this kind of thing. But they don't seem to understand the decoding process from there, how to go from here. It's great to practice like this in the dojo, but then, once again, how do you actually execute this in real life? So I hope that helps. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.